This story it's just gut-wrenching. It's heartbreaking to think of this little girl. I mean, she's the one who saved herself. She escaped. She called police when she was roaming on the streets. She identified the man and the woman who smuggled her and assaulted her. It's all thanks to this brave young girl who was exploited start to finish. And if we look at why this happened, how it could have possibly happened, the responsibility all lies at the feet of the Democrats and their open borders policies.
Well, it's true. And what's so unfortunate is this is not unique. You know, there have been a number of studies done by groups ranging from Doctors Without Borders to the United Nations. And the estimates are that anywhere from 30 to 70% of the women and girls being brought across the border by human smugglers, most of whom work for the very dangerous drug cartels, are sexually assaulted or raped. So this is happening all the time. And there are many steps that ought to be taken to fix this problem. And so far, Congress has not done so.
No, we see pictures. You know, for example, today, Senator Chuck Schumer tweeted out a photograph saying, "Are we going to allow these conditions?" And all he does is tweet, but none of the solutions that prevent these situations from occurring are, the Democrats won't take part in any of them whatsoever. They're just exploiting this crisis. If you talk to Border Patrol agents, they will tell you they give pregnancy tests to any little girl over the age of 11 years old, because that is how rampant this kind of sexual abuse and rape is. 11 years old. Can you imagine that? And yet the Democrats are totally fine using them as props for their photo ops and as pawns in their political games, but they won't do anything to stop it.
No, that's right. And you know, you mentioned earlier the problem of fraudulent families and, in essence, human smugglers renting children. There was a study done, a test project just recently in May by the Border Patrol for 4 days at just one port of entry, where they did DNA testing on a small number of families that they picked out. 20% of them, it turned out, were fraudulent families, fake families. And when the aliens discovered that the Border Patrol was doing DNA testing, many others who were not part of this pilot project came forward and admitted that they also were not real families.